Hey there. Sorry. It's been a long day. Anyway, I'm sitting here listening to television. And I'm listening to all these people talk about how that we have to stay closed down. We have to stay closed down. Did it ever occur to you that we have, I don't know, freedom? This is a democracy after all. And last time I checked, how can someone tell you or make you wear a mask when you go outside? Now, granted, if you work for somebody and you want to be employed by them, it's just like anything else. It's like a dress code. You can't go in there wearing, a bikini. But if you want to wear a bikini, that's fine. You just have to work somewhere else. And so I get that. But the bottom line is have we really looked at what we're doing? I mean, why do you think that the Democrats want us to stay inside? Why do you think they want to stay in control? Because they want us to be dependent on the government. Because the government, the more power the government has, the less power, the less freedom we have, which anybody that's a citizen of the United States of America should be worried about. Because people fought so that we could have the right to go out and risk our lives if we want. People do daredevil things all the time, if they want to. They can go and they can, with Evel Knievel, I don't know if you guys remember him, he used to do these outrageous things on a motorcycle. I mean, basically, every time he did those things, there was a possibility he could die because they were just crazy. But nobody stopped him. Matter of fact, people paid to see him. Here's the thing. People know that smoking and vaping is bad for you. They know that drinking too much is bad for you. However, we sell alcohol in the United States. All the states, you have different counties and stuff. But everybody sells alcohol. Everybody sells vaping stuff. There's become limits on it or, regulations. People can still buy it if they want to. Now, same with smoking. You can smoke if you want to. Now, we know that smoking will kill you. We know it's bad for you. We know that it affects your lungs. It affects all of your major organs. It shortens your life, not to mention the fact that it costs a lot of money, and it affects those around you. Now, do we tell people they can't smoke? No. We sell them cigarettes, and they're expensive. We make a lot of money off them. We tax them very highly. What I'm trying to say is this. Because we are, citizens of the United States, have inalienable rights. We are able to act for ourselves. And the government wants to tell us right now that if you do it, the boogeyman's going to come and get you and you're going to die. You know what? Some people are going to die. A lot of people die from the flu. A lot of people die from pneumonia. A lot of people die from cirrhosis of the liver, from heart attacks, from complications related to smoking. But we don't tell them they can't do that. We tell them it's bad for them, and then we let them make the choice. What I'm trying to say is it's our choice. There's no reason why all of these places should be closed down. If you want to open a movie theater, and there are people that want to come to work at that movie theater, knowing the risks, and people that want to come see the movie, also knowing the possible risks, then why shouldn't we be allowed to? The people that don't want to, they can stay home. They don't have to go to the show. People that don't want to go to a restaurant, they don't have to go. They can stay home. And as far as working goes, I think that there should be a provision. If you are employed by someone and basically, is this recording? Oh, it is. Okay. I don't have my glasses on, so it's kind of hard to see. My contacts, I should say. So I was ready for bed, but I just got to thinking about this and I just couldn't let it go. The thing is that there should be a provision for people if they want to, have an extended leave. If they are so afraid that if they go out, they're going to die, then guess what? They should be able to do that. Because there are real fears, and let's face it, the government and everybody else is promoting this. Not the conservative government. The liberal government is. The government that used to be all for human rights and free will and being able to choose for yourself. Those guys. So what I'm saying is this. We need to make this video go viral. People need to know that we can go outside. We can open up. And if there's enough people to go, then our economy will come back again. And if we open up all these places and nobody comes, then we deal with that. But shouldn't we at least give it a chance? Shouldn't we at least try to restart our country? Because I have news for you guys. It's just like, why do you think parents have control over children? Because they hold the money. They hold they hold whatever it's called. They have the power. They make the rules. They're in charge of you till you're 18. They control if you can have a cell phone, if you can go out with your friends. And so what we do is we have to listen to them because we are under their jurisdiction. As soon as we turn 18, we're not. And, there are some parents that are unfit to be parents, and that's a whole different story. But what I'm saying is that we should be able to open up all the states, and we should let the cards fall where they may. Because look at Georgia. Yeah, people are going to die. People are going to die. It's on the decline, and they're doing exactly what they always did. They're wearing masks. They're being careful. They're social distancing. All that stuff is good. But you know what? It's kind of like when I was a kid, there used to be this, I'd go to the library, and there was this poster up on the wall. And it said, just because you're paranoid doesn't mean they're not out to get you. Some people do everything they're supposed to, and guess what? They still die. Some people smoke and drink and live the most reckless lives ever, and they live to be 100 years old. And look at George Burns. And I don't know if you guys remember who George Burns is, but he's a guy that smoked cigars and drank. Pretty much that was his main source of nutrition, cigars and alcohol. And he lived to be a ripe old age. I think it was over 90. But the thing is that life isn't fair. It's never going to be fair. And if you're waiting for it to be fair, then you might as well just throw in the towel because it's never going to happen. So what I'm trying to say is this. Take control of your life. Take control of that brain that you have that tells you this isn't right. Because if it doesn't feel right, there's a reason it doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel right because it isn't right. And the longer we let it go on, and the longer we let Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer and all these people try and pass bills that are wanting to get $3 trillion worth of stimulus, half that money is going to illegal aliens, giving them rights, doing all of these things for people that aren't even citizens of the United States. And I'm not against helping anybody. I'm against helping criminals. If you do something wrong, you should be punished. You shouldn't be rewarded. So what I'm saying is, the Democrats are sitting there, blowing all this smoke about how, the Republicans, they're so bad. They want to not give people money. No. We want to help people. We want to give them money. We want to help them help themselves. But we're not going to sit there and say, we want to help them. But in the meanwhile, let's add all this extra stuff in, because we can. And that's what Nancy Pelosi is saying. And if you don't believe me, you need to go ahead and you need to read what it's open for the public. You can read, if you are interested, you can find out what the bill says. What the bill says that the Democrats are trying to, enact. And basically, it's not all about the American people. It's about all these extra things. And then they're saying, when they get on the news, that, Donald Trump doesn't care. He doesn't care about the American people because he doesn't want to help them. No, he wants to help them. He wants to help them help themselves. Laissez-faire, Let the buyer beware. The government that governs best governs least. We need to remember that. We're Americans. We are strong. We went and fought a war, many wars. And guess what? Many people died, but we did it for a cause. We didn't have to. Some people were drafted. But what I'm saying is that we live in the United States of America. where we have freedom. And I'm sorry, but the more we give that freedom away, the less we're going to have. And the longer it goes on, and the more people to become dependent on the government and on people handing them money and telling them that they can't take care of themselves and that the government knows best, yeah, that's not going to work out. It hasn't worked out anywhere else, and it's not going to work out here. Anyway, if you think this is interesting and you think your friends should hear it, maybe you should go ahead and pass this on. I'm not trying to make anybody believe anything. I'm just trying to get you to think about what's actually going on. I mean, ask yourself, do you really want somebody telling you what you can do? You want them to give you the facts, and you want them to tell you what the risks are involved, just like when you invest in the stock market. Okay, this is your money. You can throw it into this stock. It's not a very good stock, but it could surprise us all and make you lots of money. But it's your choice. That's the thing. We're giving up our choice, and that's the problem. And that's what everybody needs to be aware of. We're giving up our ability to rule ourselves. And I'm not saying to go out and kill people. I'm saying to make choices for ourselves, to go to the grocery store, to go to a dance place, to go to a concert, to go to a movie theater, to go to a baseball game. If we want to go, if the people want to play, if the baseball players want to play, and there are people selling tickets, and there's enough people that want to work at the Coliseum selling hot dogs and concession stuff and tickets, then so be it. Who is the government to tell us that we can't do that? They're not anybody. They're just people, just like me and you. But they're people that are trying to take away the freedom that we have and be more powerful than me and you. Anyway, have a good day. Thanks for listening.